Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programas offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
ਸਾਡੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਪੇਸ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਅਨੇਕ ਭਾਸ਼ਾਵਾਂ। ਕਿਰਪਾ ਦੇਖੋ suprememastertv.com/schedule.
This planet is ascending, with or without us, because our whole solar system has been waiting for us. They're waiting for Earth.
Inner Earth and Nature Kingdoms interview with Dianne Robbins, part 1 of 2. Continue watching to find out more.
Both veganism and Islam offer a moral and ethical framework through which to navigate a diverse and fragmented world threatened in profound ways. Duke MacLeod, vegan.
When getting to know someone in Papua, Indonesia, you may ask, "Siapa nama kamu?" That means, "What's your name?" in Indonesian. Luminescent viewers, I am Lono. The peace-loving people of Papua invite you to join the growing circle of compassion through the life-saving vegan way. Welcome to part 1 of the 2-part series, Inner Earth and Nature Kingdoms, interview with Dianne Robbins. For over 25 years, well-known American telepathic communicator and author Dianne Robbins has been in contact with the civilizations of Inner Earth and Earth's elemental and nature kingdoms. Her transmissions connect us to beings in advanced civilizations, whale and dolphin peoples, the trees, the crystals, and the elementals. Today, we are honored to have Dianne Robbins with us to speak about her books. Dianne tells us about the special place where she lives, Mount Shasta in California, USA.
So people from all over the world come here to Mount Shasta. It's a very sacred mountain, and it carries the energy of the mother's love. And the mountain herself is a living cathedral. She's a sanctuary. The mountain knows everyone who is coming up the mountain. She knows your name. She knows where you're from. She knows what's in your heart. And inside the mountain is a subterranean city. And the city is called Telos. Telos means communication with spirit.
Telos is one of multiple advanced cities within Hollow Earth.
Let me give you a little description of the Hollow Earth. If you're standing where we are right now on the top of the surface of the Earth, the crust of the Earth goes down 800 miles. And after 800 miles, there's a complete opening, and it's 6,000 miles in diameter. And in the center of that is an inner central sun. There's oceans and mountains still in their pristine state inside the hollow Earth. All planets are hollow with openings at the north and south poles. And our north and south pole has cloud covers, and the people inside have put an electromagnetic force field around the openings so airplanes cannot get in. Admiral Byrd was invited in and brought back that information to our governments, and Admiral Byrd had a meeting with the people inside the hollow Earth. They told him to tell our governments to stop setting off bombs and nuclear weapons. But the governments, of course, did not listen.
Dianne Robbins now shares how she began communicating with Adama, the high priest and an ascended master of the city of Telos.
He contacted me about 1985 or 86. One morning I felt this wonderful energy nearly lift me off my chair. And I heard the words, "I am Adama." We've been trying to contact you. Will you take our messages? And I said, yes, of course. So he gave me the first message, and I wrote it word for word. I never changed a word. I only put in punctuation and paragraphs. I never edited anything that an ascended master has dictated to me, because each sentence carries the vibration of the ascended master. And that when you read each sentence, they will know it's you reading it. You will be able to connect with the ascended master vibrationally.
In the book Messages from the Hollow Earth, Dianne shares what one of the ascended masters explained it to her about interconnectedness.
All life is interconnected, and people on the surface are now waking up to this realization of this interconnectedness. And the people in the hollow earth, they base their lives on the connection to all life, all kingdoms on earth, because this connection is also our connection to God. Once we each realize that we're connected to all life, the trees, the water, the elemental kingdom, then we are automatically reconnected to God, because God is the source of all that is. And it's this connection to all life that will evolve our soul and move us into our ascension. This is now the seventh golden age. It started in September 2012. There were 6 golden ages before this, over millions of years, and they all failed because people could not make their connection back to God. This is the 7th and last golden age that our spiritual hierarchy is giving us to awaken and make our connection back to God. Awakening means people are starting to ask the questions: who am I? Why am I here? What did I come here to do? That means you're waking up. You're ready to connect to the divine source. And I'm sure you heard of the ascended masters. Well, everyone knows of Jesus. He's an ascended master. Saint Germain, Archangel Michael. Adama is an ascended master inside Telos. It's the last golden age we've been given. We only have 10,000 years left on this planet. The people on this planet have been here 14.5 million years and have not been able to create peace. This planet is ascending, with or without us, because our whole solar system has been waiting for us. Venus, Saturn, Jupiter, all those planets in our solar system, all the people are ascended on those planets. They're waiting for Earth.
Vegan leader, leading with true compassion.
Conscientious viewers, let's take a few moments to contemplate on the divine within. We'll be right back here on Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to Inner Earth and Nature Kingdoms, interview with Dianne Robbins, part 1 of 2. The book Telos tells how Hollow Earth people gained their peace and immortality through their way of living.
The people in Telos used to live on the continent of Lemuria in the Pacific Ocean. There was a war between Atlantis and Lemuria, and there was a thermonuclear war. The people in Atlantis misused crystals, and they coupled them with electromagnetic energy, and they blew up Atlantis and they blew up Lemuria. Both continents now sit at the bottom of the oceans, and they're both hermetically sealed. When there's peace on the planet, our spiritual hierarchy will bring them back up to the surface. So when Lemuria was about to sink, the people in Telos asked our spiritual hierarchy if they could go into the cavern there was a hollowed out cavern inside the mountain of Mount Shasta. And so they took all their records, technology, all their high priests, scientists, brought all their things into the cavern inside of Mount Shasta, knowing that their continent was about to sink. And they had hoped to save 1 million people, but only 12,000 people were able to escape in time. For the last 12,000 years, they've been living inside the mountain in peace, and they've been able to gain their immortality. You can only gain your immortality if you are living in peaceful conditions. That's why they don't come out. That's why they don't allow us inside. In our consciousness, we have thoughts of sickness, aging, and death. Those are not in their consciousness. If something is not in your consciousness, you cannot outpicture it in your body. And that's why they cannot come out until there's peace on the surface. Another reason why our governments keep us in constant wars, so that we can't find out who we are. We have to have peace to find out who we are. That's the most important thing. There's Mikos. He's the head librarian of the Library of Porthalakos, located inside the very center of the hollow earth. And he describes it in my book, Messages from the Hollow Earth. It's a paradise. They never cut down trees, and they would never kill an animal. And their trees are hundreds of thousands of years old. And the Library of Porthalakos is a portal. It's the only library of its kind in our whole universe, and it's right here on Earth. And this tells us why beings from other star systems have tried to conquer the Earth and have come here and caused problems because of the Library of Porthalakos. The library holds all the records of our universe because the purpose of a library is to solve the problems of a planet. People from all star systems, whenever they have a problem, they go through the portal into the Library of Porthalakos, and there's a cataloging system. Everything is on crystal slides and crystal containers. And they would go to the catalog, they find out what other planet had that same problem and how they solved it. Then they take that back to their planet and use the same solution. So they don't keep making mistakes like we do on Earth.
With sincere thanks to Dianne Robbins, we look forward to finding out more from the people of Hollow Earth in the next episode of this series. For more information on Dianne Robbins' insightful work, please visit diannerobbins.com.
Vegan, becoming a saint.
Cherished viewers, thank you for your wonderful company. Join us again on Saturday, June 4th for part 2 of Inner Earth and Nature Kingdoms interview with Dianne Robbins. Coming up next is The Unseen Dangers of Noise Pollution here on Supreme Master Television. May our life be adorned by the glory and wonder of the divine.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/UL.